Welcome back to our channel, Hume's Little Homestead. I hope everyone had a wonderful, fun, safe, and happy 4th of July. If you are not from America, 4th of July is our Independence Day, and it's when we have fireworks and barbecues and just celebrate living in this country. And I personally love to be an American and love America, so it's a good day for me. Today is, actually I think today is the bank holiday, so the banks are celebrating it today because the 4th of July fell on a Sunday this year. Today I am putting the quail in the quail hutch. I'm really excited. They're getting kind of big. I probably should have done this on like Wednesday of last week, so it's Monday today, so 5 days ago. Yeah, 5 days ago. Sorry, I'm so bad at math. And calculating days of the week and such. Anyway, you'll see what I mean. Their inside cages are just kind of gross. And they really needed to come out, but we were going on our anniversary trip because we had the opportunity to reschedule it, which we were really excited about, and we got to reschedule it so soon. And I didn't want to put them out until I could have a day where I was home to monitor them and see how their behavior was out there, see how they were doing, because they're doing great inside. It's just needing to be cleaned out every day, but obviously I didn't clean it out on our trip. We just got home this weekend, and I didn't do anything with the animals on Sunday except for, obviously the basic maintenance, food, water, and take care of them, make sure that everybody's okay and locked up in their house so that whatever predator has been out can't get them. So I also wanted to be home to make sure no predators get in this hutch. I think it's pretty predator proof, but you never know. I thought that the chicken coop was predator proof, but predator got in there when I left the door open, so that was my fault. The little door, I didn't leave the main door open, but it crawled under the chicken run and jumped into the door that the chickens use. That's, not a big door, but anyway, so that number one, I'm doing the quail, and number two, my meat birds are getting really big, which is really exciting, but they're too cramped in that chicken tractor. I feel like it's not healthy for them to be so cramped. There's one that's kind of on the smaller side and it keeps getting trampled. I know that's graphic and I'm sorry. I'm just being honest here what's happening. This is our first time raising meat birds, and I thought that the chicken tractor would be big enough for 19 because it's a pretty big chicken tractor, but just with their size and everything, the little ones aren't getting probably as much feed as the bigger ones. So I'm going to separate them out today, 10 and 9. And I'm going to pick the smallest ones to bring over closer to the house to kind of monitor them. And I'll be feeding them in 2 separate areas now. So that means I'm going to leave my Easter eggers. Nope, the Easter eggers were killed. Olive eggers. Olive eggers are the ones that survived. And I'm really excited about the olive eggers. Why they survived? Because they had this instinct to get up really high. And so I'm really excited that they had that animal instinct, and that's what saved them from the predator. So it's a really good quality to have in any livestock is, something that can get away from a predator is a really good thing to have on your farm. So the olive eggers survived, but I'm just going to leave them in the coop. It's a smaller area, but there's only 3 of them, and so they should be fine with fresh food and water. It's not ideal. I would like them to be free-ranging and free, but at the current moment in time, the safest option for them is to be in, I call it chicken quarantine. Since we all dealt with quarantine in 2020, we know, the safe thing to do is quarantine. And so my chickens are quarantined at the moment, but I'm going to move the meat birds out, and then every evening I'll be putting them into the big chicken coop with the olive eggers and then separating them out. I would keep them together, but they're on different feeds. The meat bird feed is, I want to say higher in protein. I can look at the bag, but the meat bird feed is different than the chick feed that I'm feeding those 3 birds. So the 3 birds are on chick starter grower, and all the meat birds have been switched over to meat bird feed for a while, and the meat bird feed is specifically designed to get the birds to grow quickly and get them to grow big and get them to have the correct amount of nutrients so that they are healthy while they are growing so quickly. But the olive eggers I'm raising to be egg layers, so they need to be on that starter grower until week 17 or 18. And I might switch them over to flock raiser, because I used to switch them at 9 weeks to 8 to 9 weeks. I'd switch them to grower finisher, but there is no grower finisher to be found. But I did find flock raiser, which is what I was finishing the ducks off on, and I think I'll probably switch them to that. But the bag says on starter grower to feed him this until 18 weeks. So I don't know what happened with grower finisher. I don't know if the company decided that they could make the formula for starter grower work for all ages, but I was definitely bummed because it ruined my regular routine, and I am a person of routine. I like to do, like, if something's working for me, I like to do it that way forever. And so I was pretty bummed that I couldn't find grower finisher anywhere, but they're on starter grower for now, and that's what the bag says to do, so I'm just following that. All right, let's go move some birds. Here are the meat birds. I let them out every morning so that I can move their chicken tractor. Otherwise, it gets too gross for them to be. It gets too gross. But you can see they're a little crowded, and I don't feel comfortable with how crowded they are, so I'm going to take 8 out of here and move to the other spot, and those 8 will be the ones that we process later, and I will leave the 9 in here that are going, or 10. I will be leaving 10 in here because that makes 19. So I'll leave the 10 chickens in here that are the biggest. But I'm gonna let them all out right now. Okay, you can see they're emptied out there. They are too heavy for me to move the chicken tractor while they're in there now. When they were chicks, I could move it, no problem. But now that they are much bigger, they're too heavy for me to move it while they're looking for their food this morning. Come here, there's some food over here. There's some food over here from yesterday when we let them out. I'm not sure how I'm just going to have to eyeball and pick out the smallest ones. Like that one's a bigger one. That one's a smaller one. It's totally hard to tell though. That one's a bigger one. Anyway, the reason I'm keeping the 10 bigger ones in here is because they do eat down this grass and weeds. And over in that area that I've been keeping the olive egger chicks, there's no grass. So if we had 2 chicken tractors, that would be ideal. I would have 10 and 10 in each chicken tractor, but at the moment we don't. I definitely like to build another one, but that little guy in there definitely needs to come with me. That one's bigger, but they don't look, like I'm saying, they definitely, some of the smaller ones have been getting trampled, I can tell. And when that predator tried to get in, I think that it might have gotten, because it did get some of their feathers and stuff, so I'm thinking that it might have, you know, maybe injured that one that I have recuperating in with the olive eggers not getting picked on.
Watch this professional chicken catcher at work. So quick.
2 quail. These are the ones that hatched from the celadon egg. I'm gonna put them in the left side, and then these 6 are gonna go on the right side. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I'm nervous. But. Are, but I let the chickens out and I hope that they're going to eat them. They're all coming out of this hole.
Oh, rooster.
So gross. Anyway, I'm hoping to put the water over here and that will get the chickens to come over here and peck them up. Well, they look like they're doing okay. Gotta get them some food. Speckles found the amount of bugs and she's eating them. That's good. I let them out. I hope they will get those bugs and eat them. All right, so I've got the food for the quail. And I noticed that I'm not sure if they like that for their feet. I think they're okay, but I made them these little beds that they can get in off of the wire for their feet. And then these 2 boxes will be for, I'm gonna flip them over and they can be like hideaway places for them, because I think that quail don't like to be seen. I think. I'm not an expert on quail or anything, but let's get them their food in here anyway. In one of these boxes. This direction. And then I'll use sorry, bad camera skills here. I'll put this box right here. That way. Why, hello. Oh, that's kind of shorter than I thought. Wonder if I can get out. Anyway, here's your food, little guys. All day today throughout the day, and they have done well with food and water, and they seem to be enjoying their new hutch. And it doesn't seem to be bothering their feet. There's a few of them that have really hunkered down in the Swiss mix hot chocolate box that I made them, and they look to be doing just fine. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that you're enjoying this channel. If you have subscribed already, we appreciate it. Thank you. And if you have not, please hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate it. Bye.